Welcome back to another episode of the Cast Patrol podcast. You're joined as always by myself, Mick, Jimmy, and Age. Boys, fresh off a long weekend. So how was your long weekends?
Very good. Souths won 2 in a row. Probably going to go 7 straight and make finals. What about you, Jim?
Mate, mine was very good, very chill. Probably watched the best game of footy all year. Bulldogs versus Eels.
Unbelievable.
What a game.
I thought they were gone
What a
for all
spectacle.
money, especially with the sin bin.
Yep.
Then later, fucking
2
Wilson.
HIAs.
Yeah, Wilson to win it. Great stuff.
What I reckon that is honestly the best game all year. Like that was a good
That's
game of footy.
recency bias. From
Like
you,
that was a
Jim.
good game of footy.
It was a good game of footy.
Good game of
I don't know if it was the best.
Oh,
but
mate, it
the
was
Dogs
good
looking
stuff.
good.
But I will say, Dogs, they're my bold prediction to make the top 8. They've
Yep.
finally got into the top 8. They're 7th. They've got the second best defence by Penrith. We touched on it earlier in the year, Dogs of War, and it's showing.
Everyone knows the stat. They haven't conceded 30 points this year or more. Only team to do so.
Crazy.
So we spoke to Karaz earlier and he was saying that defensive system, nothing's changing, but people are buying in this time.
100%.
And you can see. We should have listened to him pre-season.
100%. I think we spoke about it earlier, but Dogs, they're 6 out of 6 at home this season, and it showed with the 45,000 in attendance on a Monday night.
You don't get that unless it's an Origin game or a finals game.
Massive
At a
crowd
core.
for just a regular
No
season.
way.
Yeah.
It helped it was on the public holiday on the Monday.
And it
but
wasn't like
Dogs
shit
Para
weather.
is always
Yeah,
a big
exactly.
rivalry, but still 45,000.
Huge.
And Dogs fans were up and
Pumping.
I
Pumping.
think they've finally got something to smile about
Yeah.
and show up for their team. So, yeah, great
Plenty
time
to
to
like
be a
about
Dogs
the
fan.
Dogs, yeah.
Up the doggies.
But yeah, we'll go over it because this is the first podcast we're recording since that fateful Wednesday night last week where Queensland beat New South Wales. Do it quickly. I mean, people are probably sick of hearing the same yarns, but we haven't touched on it. So Queensland won 38-10. Jim, do you want to tell us a bit about Queensland?
Mate, I thought they were good. Post the send-off, they were safe. They probably didn't play as well as they should have, but I think they knew that the game was probably wrapped up. Just did what they had to be done and, yeah, got the win. 1-0 going into Melbourne and Brisbane, so good signs.
Yeah, it looks to be pretty much over for New South Wales, but you never know. All 3 of us were at the game with different people. I was with work, you were with your best mate, you were with your family.
Yeah.
I think we all had the same feeling at the 7th minute when Suwali got sent off that it was pretty much over. Like I think the whole
All the
crowd knew
feeling
as well.
just evaporated from the stadium. Like, it was just dead silent after Queensland scored that try as well.
Do you think Sinbin send off? Are you agreeing with the
It
refs?
was a send-off. Yes.
I agree. I think
Initially,
it
I
was
was like raging, like, you can't do this in Origin. Like, it's different game. You just ruined the whole game. Because the game was over. Like,
Yeah.
Queensland are a juggernaut, let alone win an extra player. But then looking back at the replays, flush on the chin,
Shoulder to the
in
head.
full speed, he fucking launched out of nowhere and just
Launched
full
at
body
him.
at
Yeah.
Walsh.
if that wasn't a send off,
Straight to the
I think it
chin.
sets a bad precedent going
It had to
forward.
be a send-off,
But yeah,
yeah.
I think everyone's probably sick of it. Man of the match, Cherry Evans. I don't think any of us picked it, but we all knew he'd play a key
Killed us
part in
with
this
his
one.
kicking game, and he's just genius.
And yeah, I mean, Walsh going off just proves Billy's a genius. Cobbo straight in, fixes the hole in the spine, the back line, and away she
Hammer
goes.
fullback. Off you go.
Just quietly, I want to touch on why Critter wasn't playing right centre to start with, especially because Suali'i was playing left centre for Roosters and Critter's been right centre all year. What was the mindset behind there? I still can't figure it out.
Did they want the combo with To'o? Is the only thing I'm thinking.
Yeah,
To'o.
that Panthers left edge.
But To'o, where was he? The left wing? Critter was on the right.
No, To'o was left
wing.
Yeah, and they put they put Critter
Yeah,
left.
Critter
yeah.
was left, yeah.
Do you reckon that existing combination?
Could have
I
been.
think so, yeah.
That would
Yeah.
have helped.
And maybe Lomax and Suwali, they can kick to him,
Yeah.
bit of pressure, but
I don't know. That's weird. But either way, I reckon Critter has to go back right, and maybe we'll touch on who's coming in that left centre spot.
well, yeah, so leads me to the next thing. Part of my weekend, I was away in the Gold Coast and watching South Sydney win.
Yep.
Latrell Mitchell was one of the shining lights among many other players for the Rabbitohs. 1 try, 3 try assists, 307 kicking metres. Good to see he got his kicking licence for South. 5 offloads and 4 tackle busts.
Do you reckon your singing was anything to go by?
Obviously, you saw it if you follow cast.
pre the game.
That was atrocious, that singing.
I genuinely almost fell off my chair. I felt sick.
I felt sick. And the fact that Latrell shared to his story and
Yeah.
everyone had to see, we are associated with that singing.
For context, for people that don't follow the socials and don't know what happened, I work for the Rabbitohs and it was my first away trip interstate with the team, and one of their rituals, initiations is you have to get up and sing. I didn't know. I panicked. So I sang Paradise by Coldplay. Don't ask why. It's a shocking selection.
Can we have a bit now?
No chance.
Jeez.
And Trell filmed it, put it on his story for the world to see.
Yeah. And he was laughing
But
at
will I say, maybe it fired him up because he played his best game of the year.
Yeah.
And if I was Madge, I said it 2 weeks ago, I'll be putting Trell as my centre in my team. I still think he's the best centre that in the world. I got flogged for that one, trust me. I'm still standing by it. Queensland are scared to play Trell.
Like if you're a Queensland centre and you look across and you see Trell,
You don't want to verse Trell.
you're like, fuck, here we go.
Because one-on-one he's a handful.
Oh, man.
Yeah. But I reckon Madge should get you over to Melbourne, Mick, on the bus and just sing a little pre-game song.
Bit of Paradise?
Fire up the boys because
No,
you're
mate.
1-on-1 singing.
I actually am, yeah.
So I don't know what you're going to do. Are you going away again with the Brizzy with the boy? Oh, no, it's in Acor.
It's at a course.
Are you
There's
going to
no
go?
bus. I'm going to go.
Oh, there's no bus.
There's no bus.
Maybe just sing him a little song in the
So just go in the
the
sheds, start singing Paradise?
Yeah, we need to beat Brizzy. It's a big game.
Fair enough. So my question to you, yes or no, Trell in for Origin Game 2?
I think it's out of Trell and Bradman Best. Bradman's coming back. I would go Trell. He just needs to get through this game and play good against Brizzy.
Yeah.
Unless Bradman comes down and does another hat trick one game before Origin, I think they'll go with Trell left centre, push Critter to the right centre.
Jim, yes or no, Trell?
Yeah, so is this the last week before Madge picks his squad? Yeah, so if Trell has a good game, he's in.
If he plays average, is he still in?
Depends on how Bradman Best goes, I think,
Yeah.
as well. But yeah, if Trell
Trell's
has
definitely the favourite to get
if
that
he has a
spot.
blinder Friday night, he has to be in.
Well, you know my answer to yes for me, but it got me thinking. I looked at Team List Tuesday. Plenty of injured stars returning this week, whether it's to make a bid for State of Origin or their teams are rushing them back where they are on the ladder. But so my question to you is, I'm going to read out some players returning from injury. You got to tell me, are they in the squad or out of the squad? And I'll tell you the incumbents.
And we have to say like,
you
who
can
they
choose.
replaced and stuff.
But yeah, bear in mind, Madge has said at the start of this year he's picking on form, but previously we know he's picking and sticking.
Yeah,
He
especially for the
gets some-
Kiwis. The World Cup, he just like kept them the whole time, that 117. So
Yeah.
he is a loyal bloke, Madge.
All right, first one, Cameron Murray, in or out? He's coming off the bench this week for the Rabbitohs.
If he plays and he gets through 40 plus minutes, he's in.
In over McInnes or Yo?
I think Hudson Young.
Okay, so you're going three locks in the
maybe
team?
like Murray off the bench.
Okay.
Just because he's coming
So you're
going to
go Yo and Murray off the bench? Is that your
I
selection?
would personally start Yo and put McInnes on the bench. Yo, he's been one of the best locks this year, so I'd go Yo.
Fuck, one game. One game for Murray.
I still think Murray's the best lock.
If he
they've got.
gets through unscathed, I think he's in. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And who are you putting him in over?
Probably over Huddy Young on the bench.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I just don't see the point of another second rower when you already got Olak there.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can go three locks. That's my only concern. And then you carry one forward on the bench. That's the only thing that scares me. I know you can play either through the middle, but we saw with Gerbo playing 29 minutes.
You could be
It's
right,
too
though.
much
Maybe one
reliance.
of them has to go, either McInnes
I think-
or Yo.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I think McInnes makes way. Even though he didn't play bad, he still played very good.
Yeah. We can't drop Yo. He actually played good besides that.
So
intercept.
we'll do a quick round. In or out?
in if he plays.
Yeah, I'm going to go in.
I'm going to go in. Dylan Edwards, he's come back in, returned from his quad injury. Does he make it over Tedesco? In or out?
I think he just has to play a half decent game and he's in.
Again, yeah, I think if
Yeah.
he plays well, he's in.
Like if he was picked to start with and he's been in great form, he just has to play and play decent and he should go
Regardless
back in.
if Tedesco's
It's
a
do or
blinder.
die.
Did you think Tedesco
Teddy
played
needs to have,
bad
like-
at Origin?
I think it was all right.
Yeah.
6
I
out
thought
of 10.
Teddy was good.
6 out of 10, nothing
Yeah.
special. Did his job. Wasn't his fault.
Yeah, I agree. I think Edwards comes in. I think the signs were there that Teddy got called in as an emergency. So
Yeah.
if Edwards is, like you said, plays a decent
If he
game,
runs his 200 plus
it.
meters, does a try assist, or
Yeah.
not even, just get through the game.
Bradman Best, he's come back this week. Incumbents are Swelly. He's obviously out, so there's a free spot. So you're probably looking at Crichton and Trell. He's not going to take Crichton's spot because Crichton's in some form and he's got a bye this week. So
I think Best has to have like a real blinder.
Yep.
Trell had his blinder, so he's in the lead. Best has to have like a.
do you see any
great
other
game.
centers apart from these ones that we've just mentioned making it?
I would have said Staggs, but he's not in great form.
So like Raymond,
Tago's not in
Raymond
great
was
form.
in the
Raymond's all right,
was there,
but
but
nah. I think this is Trell. This is pretty much
See, it's
Trell's
Trell or
jersey.
Best.
It's Trell's jersey to lose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. So I think Best out. Connor Watson, bit of a smoky, named at 9 this week. Is he your 14 off the bench?
think
Not
there's-
not
I think
with one
there's-
game under his belt.
yeah, I think there's too many plays ahead of him.
Yeah, I think so too. Nico Hines, I mean, he got rested last week for the Sharks. Obviously played at Origin. I don't think it was one of his best games he played.
I think the kicking game is really like
But
crucial
I
to
think
New South
if
Wales.
you put
We need-
Moses in
yeah,
and you push Hines to 5'8",
that's an option. But with the way
I think Luai was one of our
the
best
way
fixtures.
Luai
Exactly.
played, you can't, and the way he's playing for Panthers as well.
or does Hines go bench 14?
Nah, I think they've learned that lesson. Remember last time he was 14, he led that try in. Like they won't be doing that.
I think if you go on a 14 out of a halves, it's probably Burden
yeah,
because he has
Burden
the
covers
coverage.
way more
Can cover
positions.
centers. Yeah.
So quickly, Nico Hines in or out?
I'm going to say out, but like if Moses is replacing him, he sort of has to play good against the Roosters because you wouldn't really rush Moses in if they lost 2 in a row, Para.
Well, you saw what he did against Bulldogs, and it wasn't his best game
No,
either.
it wasn't. But
Not-
Burden's been good with the boot. You know,
It's
those
a tough one.
spiraling
that
bombs.
bomb, he only did it once the whole
He
game.
only did it once, and it led to a try.
Well, no try.
Oh, was it a no try?
Disallowed, yeah.
Oh,
Offside, yeah.
yeah, close. But I think we need a kicking game. So in that case, I'm going to go Moses.
Yeah, I think Moses is in, so unfortunately for Hines.
I think Madge, because he likes to pick and stick, I think he will keep Hines.
Yeah. Interesting to
Coruscant
see.
at halfback. Does he come in at 7?
Nah.
Not at 7.
What if he has man of the match? Nah, no chance.
What
What about Hooker over Robson?
Maybe 14 if Madge changed his mind.
I don't think you
But
can.
Robbo was
I don't,
one
I
of
don't
our
think,
best.
I don't think you can drop Robbo. after
No, you
that.
can't drop
No,
Robbo.
No way.
So the
Coruscant
only
won't get
possible
picked.
is 18th man or 14 for Coruscant.
Perfect. Well,
Unless
that's
Robbo gets injured this week.
That's in and out Origin edition. We'll go over it quickly since it's pretty much old news at this point. But round 14, which team impressed you the most? Jimmy, start us off.
I think we spoke about them, the Dogs for me, quickly turning into one of the best defensive teams in the comp. We spoke about that. We said nothing went right for them. They lost 3 plays to the HIA, Preston late in the game. Copped a sin bin, but yeah, still managed to hold off the Eels. So it was a great performance all round.
The old Dogs of War are back.
Yeah.
That is what they're built on.
They were
and
very good.
Yes, I'll be going the Sharkies. I was going to go Dragons, but Sharkies without Hines beating Broncos in some
second
form.
half.
That was crazy. Yeah, that was tough.
Yeah.
Ruled my perfect round, by the way, Sharks.
Really,
Yep.
yeah, no one was expecting that one. So very impressive, Sharkies.
I'm going the Rabbitohs. I think back-to-back wins now against the Eels and Titans. Not the best of teams, but still 2 wins in a row.
Yep.
I think one shining light for Rabbitohs is their forwards are actually going forward. Davey is playing out his stint. Even Kepi is showing his worth as a signing for this year, and it's giving more time for our X-Factor spine
Well,
to
that's
show.
actually my player who impressed me the most, Davey Moali.
Yep.
So
Well done.
yeah, young Davey's only 21. People forget that. He's played a fair few games, but still 21.
Still developing.
He's improving every week, and
Yeah.
that late footwork that he's integrating into his game is actually a very good weapon because he's putting him off last minute and he's gaining post contact meters and finding his front, and he scored a try. So big Davey, yeah, very impressive.
Mine's Stephen Crichton. I think we obviously spoke very highly of him on his way to becoming one of the signings of the season, if not the signing of the season, I
Yep.
reckon. And probably, he's probably top 3 centre.
Poor Dejan Arcee had to come up
Mate,
against
absolutely
Critter.
torched him.
Oh, that was never going to end well.
Poor Arcee. And then, obviously, look great in attack, especially that Wilson's try. That flick pass was beautiful.
Very silky. Mick,
And my play that impressed me was Ben Hunt on the quick backup. Played Wednesday, scored 2 tries.
Yep.
And backed up on the Friday against the Tigers.
Dozer.
And holy shit. He was in everything in that second half. And he's a smart halfback where Tigers were down a player and he just knew exactly the right corners and pockets to target. Scored himself, set up a few in the meantime, and Lomax flourished on that right.
shout
under
out to
his-
Lomax as well. 32 points 2 days after Origin. So
And he played a fucking
he
good
had
game
a
of
fucking
Origin
blinder.
as well.
Yeah.
Very good. So that's round 14 review. We have a new announcement that we did a few weeks back. Nonatina's Pies has come on board, sponsoring the pod. We were doing the Meat Pie of the Week competition. So basically, giving the chance for our followers to win a week's worth of free pies. And all they have to do is submit their try of the week or Meat Pie of the Week. So, H, who is the winner of our round 15 competition?
Okay, round 15, we had a few good entries, but this week it is going to Ads Nazhar, Blake Wilson try winner, Gutherino crying to the ref at the end makes it even better. Great description in 25 words or less. So you are winning. How many pies is it, Mick?
A week's worth of free pies. So I think it's 4 pies.
And they're Italian pies.
And you get to pick. So they got amazing flavors. They got bolognese, chicken palmy. They got
chicken
boscola,
chicken pesto.
chicken pesto. They
Yeah.
got chicken palmy,
Yeah.
and they got fagioli, which is
My
beans.
favourite's the bolognese. That is elite. If you're going to try any of them, try the bolognese.
So remember, if you want to score yourself some non-Natina's pies, head to nonnatinas.com and you can purchase some Italian meat pies made from authentic Italian recipes. This week, they have a special offer available on their website. For a limited time only, you can score $5 pies. What flavours, Jimmy?
Mate, chicken pesto and fagioli.
Wow. Look
How
at
was
that
that?
Italian
Mate,
pronunciation.
your Italian's pretty good.
Mate, mate,
You can pass out
sticking around
Dr.
you
Cousins.
blokes too much.
Exactly. So you can either head to nonnatinas.com or use the link in our episode description. It's in our bio to head to the frozen pies section of Nonnatina's website to buy. And yeah, you'll taste the Italian flavours. Like we've had them for over 2 years now.
Mate, beautiful.
And they're unreal.
Yeah. I can't get enough of that
Absolutely unreal.
bolognese. I'll harp on about it until the birds come
So
out.
congrats to Ads Nazhar for Blake Wilson try. Nonnatinas will be in touch and deliver your pies to you soon
Yeah,
enough.
so pretty much every Sunday we'll be putting up a poll.
Yep.
When the round ends, you just got to vote for your try of the week and say why.
Yep.
And that's all it is. You can win free pies. So
Exactly.
get around it after
T's
the
and
round's
C's
done.
apply, of course.
Yeah, exactly. It's on Nonnatina's website. Let's get into the round 15 preview with a full round back. It's good to see eight games all
Yes.
back.
Yes. No bye round. There's only the Bulldogs on the bye. So
What did
yeah,
you guys
it
think
is
of a
good.
Monday night football as opposed to a
fuck,
Thursday?
as a pose? I don't know. But
Yeah,
I,
I
love
don't know if
Monday.
as a pose.
I did love
No.
it because like Monday night you get a game of
Yeah.
footy. Like,
Yeah.
The week did drag a bit not having a game on a Thursday.
Yeah, that Tuesday just felt rogue.
Yeah.
Like, it felt like a Monday, just everything.
And then
crammed
one
into
Friday
day.
game and it was Dragons Tigers. That was a tough.
That
That was a
bad
tough
one.
stint.
That didn't sit well.
Inject some rugby league in my veins. We
Yeah.
go Sharks versus Dolphins for the first game. Jimmy, start us off. You're the leader with myself.
Yes.
Sipping comps, so basically our opinions matter on this one.
Mate, had a shocker last week.
I'll just stick
but,
to the stats. You guys can say who's winning.
Mate, Sharkies back at home, obviously fresh off the win against the Bronx last week away. Nico's back. I think they win.
Yeah, Finns off the bye though. It is worrying, and Sharks have never beat the Finns. So there you go.
Small
How many
sample
times they
size.
Just one.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Hey, it's still it's the
Hey,
Hey,
stats don't
are
lie.
stats,
Stats
mate.
don't lie. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think
It's
I
the
think
battle of the
Dolphins.
sea
I think
creatures.
Dolphins will be tough. I don't think they're going to pump them Sharks. I think
No, it'll be a good game.
yeah, it'll be close. Any Wayne Bennett team, but Sharks won 6 of their last 8 at Shark Park, so they have a good record there. It's always hard to beat them. I'm going Sharks.
Yeah, I'd be going Sharks as well. Like you said, they impressed last week against the Broncos. They get Hines back, their best player.
And if
so-
you're looking for a try scorer, this one's going to be our stats video that we do every week. Ronaldo scored 18 in his last 15 games at Shark Park.
he likes playing that.
That's a fucking
I think I'll
record.
be taking him
Yes.
for my trifecta.
Oh, you're going to use it later.
I think so.
Okay.
Raiders taking on the Cows. Before we get onto the tip, Jim, what's actually happened up in your
Mate, I could
up
not
in Townsville?
tell you. I mean, we beat the Chooks 2 weeks ago with no Origin boys and then get the Origin boys back and then played probably the worst game of the year.
Yeah.
So
It has to be the fatigue factor with the Origin
I
boys.
don't
6
know what's
players,
going on.
2 were ruled out, 4 had to back up. And obviously Warriors had the bye the week before, so they were fresh.
Mate, we were terrible.
Yeah. I think you can bounce back. You guys won
Yeah.
4 in a row versus Raiders.
Got a good record against the Raiders and we tend to play well down in Canberra as opposed to Sydney, which is good. So yeah, I'm pretty, well, I wouldn't say confident, but I've got a glimmer of hope.
I think
Going
this
into
one can
this
go
week.
either way. I'm going to go with your Cowboys.
I'm going to
though.
go Cows though, for sure. Yeah.
Nick, who are you going?
Just before their bye round, Raiders beat Dolphins, and they just showed up. Even when they're the underdogs, Ricky's got that forward pack that just wants to
At
fight.
Canberra as well.
And at Canberra, I think it's a bit
Yeah.
of a fortress down there at times.
you can't write them off.
I didn't like what I saw with the Cowboys, so I'll be going with the Raiders.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
fair.
but
Game of the round, though, Rabbitohs Broncos. Mick, do you want to start us off? You've been tipping South, even when they were losing.
Mate.
So I assume you're going to go South.
I'm going South this week. Broncos, as good as they are in their forward pack, at times in the past they've struggled when they're without Walsh and Reynolds. Like they can survive with one of them out, but having both out, I think, is just too detrimental to their attack. Especially when you got Ezra Mam. Everyone thinks Ezra's been around for a while. He's only in his 3rd season,
Yeah.
So he's still pretty much as fresh as can be.
Same as Tristan Saylor. Hasn't
Yeah,
played
he's
many
fresh.
games, you know. He was
Jock-
a bit suspect under the high ball.
Jock Madden, fresh. Billy Walters. I mean, he's old enough, but I feel like even when their whole spine was there, he was just sort of the link at times.
I think where they might get us is their pack. You know, Carrigan, Haas, Ricky, Piakura. We know how good their pack is. Jensen. And we have a younger, inexperienced pack. So hopefully we can stand up there. And then we know our spine now with Trell at the back, you got Wyden and Cody in the halves and Cook at hooker. Like that is an elite spine.
That's
so
an Australian spine at one point.
we know if we have possession and we dominate the middle, we can win. But based on our record, we won 4 of the last. They've won 4 of the last 5 against us. So I'm going to go with Broncos.
I'm going to go South.
You're going South.
Wow, you're putting the kiss
What
of death
the
on us.
hell?
I am. I have.
Have you ever correctly tipped us?
No.
Fuck you
I
then.
think the last time I tipped you was against Warriors
Oh,
in Sydney when you guys got pumped.
The curse.
And I was just off it since then. But I'm back. So I liked what I saw last week from them. And obviously we spoke about Trell needing a big game, and I think South sneakily.
I do like
Can win this one.
Keon at lock. I think he's helping our forward pack rotation a fair
Yeah.
bit. He plays 80 minutes at lock through the middle. I think he's a bit more effective in terms of what we need at the minute. Some bigger bodies. So he's
Helps
doing
that
a great
Murray's
job.
back this week,
Yeah.
hopefully, and then hopefully we'll play. And then Keon can move back to that edge where we've seen how damaging he is or has been.
Even Keon on edge, he's got that flick pass.
Yeah.
And who's he come up against this week for the Broncos?
I think it'll be Ezra
Ooh, and P.
and P. Kura. So
It's not the best defensive. So if you're playing Supercoach out there, get Keon in your team.
that's if Murray plays. We don't know yet. You know, he's on the bench, but he might not play. I don't know if he's ready. Boys, I'm going to ask you a question. AJ needs one more try to overtake Slater.
Yep.
Does he get it this week?
I think he gets it this week.
What do you think, Jim?
I don't think he gets it this week.
I'm leaning towards no because I did the research. He's only scored 3 tries in his last 10 at A-Call.
Yeah.
Which for AJ is not very good at all.
That's wild.
So,
No.
but you never know.
You never know.
Fingers crossed for AJ's sake.
Exactly.
What about Cody made that break last week and he didn't pass to AJ? Didn't even look.
I
Do you
don't
reckon
think,
like they
I
wanted
thought
to
he
score
was
like a
going to,
legit
eh?
try?
I don't think it was like, okay, you're going second in the hour. I don't think it's like that good to give a try to someone.
Yeah. Do you reckon it has to like earn it?
Yeah, maybe if it was to become the all-time, I
Yeah.
probably would have done it. But
All-time.
maybe not for like second. It's like Cody still wants to score a try
Yeah.
himself. It was
That's
funny. The
fair.
whole South bench was booing Cody when
Really? Yeah.
when
That's
I
what
was doing it as a
thinking, like,
joke.
Didn't even look.
But yeah, I think they want AJ to get that record. Next game of the round, Tigers taking on the Titans.
Huge game.
worth mentioning
Whatever
Ti-
you're doing at this time, put it down and watch
Put it
this.
down. Because Tigers haven't beat Titans since round 7, 2019. And they're currently on 9 losses in a row
Oh, in this year.
this year.
Yeah.
So,
fucking hell,
Jim,
that's-
you're our bus expert at the podcast. Each week, you give an update on where the bus is.
Yep.
Jim's-
From recent
Jim's
memories,
mechanics.
since it's been a few weeks, the
So
bus
how-
is stuck on the hill. The front 2 wheels are gone, back left's gone, and the right one's punctured.
It is punching, but after last week, it's off.
No wheels on the bus.
No wheels. They're sliding down the hill.
Is anyone on the bus still? Because
Benji's come back from
Galvin
Fiji.
jumped off the bus, right?
Galvin's off. Sullivan's off. Caesar's just come back on.
And Dewey's there as well.
Dewey's running towards the
He's
bus.
trying to get on the
And-
bus.
And Appy's jumped into the 7th seat on the bus. He's not familiar with it.
He's gone to the front next to the fucking driver, Benji, back from
far
Fiji.
out.
And Richo's, I don't know, sitting at the back.
So is anyone tipping the Tigers?
I'm going to tip the Tigers.
What?
Before you do, Jimmy, can I just tell you this stat? This is a pretty bad stat.
Yeah.
The last time Titans lost at Leichhardt was 2008. 2008, they haven't lost.
Fuck.
At Leichhardt?
Leichhardt
Something's
Oval.
got to give here with the Tigers.
Wait, Tigers haven't lost at
No,
Leichhardt.
Titans.
Titans haven't lost.
Haven't lost at Leichhardt
Okay,
since
sorry.
08.
Do you know how many games that is?
I do. 5 games. They won
Still.
4. Yeah.
Something's got to give with the Tigers. It has to. Like, they move Appy to halfback this week. Something's just has
Like
to.
Titans are still good. Like they against South, they were compounding errors with penalties. They played terribly. If they don't do that, they should take care of the Tigers.
I'm not trusting the Tigers.
I'm
I
giving
think they're
them
destined for
one
the
more
spoon.
chance.
You gonna tip
Yeah.
Tigers?
With Caesar back, just give me one
I'm
more
going
chance.
Titans.
I'm going Titans. Well, I think Fafita's gonna have a field day.
Next game is Warriors taking on the Storm. I'm actually going the upset in this one. I'm taking the Warriors at home, Go Media Stadium,
To break the hoodoo?
to break the hoodoo because I do like what I see with the Warriors. They get SJ back this week. Chance is playing out of his skin. Tamare's out of his skin. They're not missing too many players, maybe Capewell in there and Roger, but I think the team overall is back
SJ's
to
a
its
big
best.
inclusion.
Yeah,
Massive
SJ's.
inclusion.
Yeah.
And Sheck was just chilling on the extended bench there.
Is he?
I don't think they'll rush
Don't
him
think
though.
he'll come back, but he's there.
I think SJ will come back for next
Yeah,
week.
I think Warriors are playing good footy. Like, even without their big names, like before last week, they were winning games. And then obviously had a big win last week. comes back this week. I actually like the Warriors here.
Wow, maybe together
you boys,
again.
Yeah.
You boys haven't looked at the stat sheet. Storm have won 15 in a row against Warriors.
Yep.
Yeah.
15 in a row. That is
Time
crazy.
to break the hoodoo.
The last
Hoodoo
time
ends, yeah.
Warriors beat Storm was round 18, 2015. I think they're going to make it 16. There's no way I'm tipping against Storm.
The thing with the Storm that I'm not sure what it is. Either it's them not being their best or them just knowing how to get a result. Is the way they're winning their games is just not convincing.
Mate,
Like,
Knights were coming.
Knights were coming. Like, you give it another 10 minutes, they might
But
get
that's
rolled.
the good thing. They just win those games where they are not playing their best.
But that's what part of me where I'm like, are they like an elephant in a tree when you're like, you just know the elephant's going to break that branch and they're going to drop. Like, I don't know how long Wishart can just keep carrying in the 5'8" role.
He's been very good. He was in our team of the week.
He's
so
been very good with
It's
you.
very, very rookie team
I think
they
it's
got.
the other way because they're on. They could put a number on the Warriors, but obviously,
Warriors are playing
at
good.
home. If Warriors show up, they could cause an upset.
I think this is Warriors one of better chances.
I think
to
the
break
Hoodoo's
streak.
too strong for me to ignore.
All right, so you're going Storm,
Going
and me and
Storm.
Jim Warriors.
Warriors,
The next game of the round is the Eels taking on the Roosters. Tough game, this one. Pro before you saw Monday night's performance. Now I think Roosters are a shoo-in. I think full team back.
Roosters
They're going to be
win.
tough to
Their
beat.
squad on paper is
He's
so
off his head.
good.
Yeah,
Like Nat puts you on your bench, you can't find a spot for him. That's how good it is.
yeah.
So yeah, it's going to be hard for Roosters.
Even the
to
fact that like
lose
Radley
this one.
is their lock for how long? 8 years, give or take.
And now
then
White.
Nafua White just comes in, takes it. Radley's
White's
the
an
second
absolute
roller.
animal.
His legs, they're probably bigger than my legs and arms combined. Just one of them.
Massive.
His legs are huge, great leg drive. He's
Throwing
earned his
Terrell
spot.
May off the bench.
Connor Watson's back.
Connor Watson's back. Oh, Brandon Smith's not even there, and the team looks strong.
Sanctioned mid-season review,
Yeah.
missed it.
Jesus,
Yeah.
Slipped in.
not good for Smith.
So Roosters, I assume, for all of us.
Yes.
Yeah, going Chooks. They won 8
Chookies.
of their last 10 against Eels as well.
Second last game of the round, the Manly Seagulls taking on the Dragons. This is a tough one. I think one of the ones that could
Yeah,
fuck
this
up
is
your
one that
perfect
could go
round.
either way. Yeah,
We've had a few good bets on this potty when we've said like an outsider. I think this is it. I think Dragons beat Manly.
Ooh, wow.
This is the game.
Dragons
Dragons
look
look
well.
Dragons are going good.
They look good.
I don't know what Flano's telling him at half time,
Mate.
but they're coming out and just fucking going on another level. It was 44-0 against the Tigers in the second half.
Crazy.
And the week before when they came back against Penrith.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mick's trying to do his math there. Yeah, 44-0.
44
against
0 in the
Tigers.
second half.
Against the Tigers, yeah. 44
They had a
and
sin bin
answered.
What was the
Tigers.
final score?
56 to something.
56 to 12.
Yeah.
Jesus, 44 points in the
44-0.
second
They just got
half.
demolished.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah,
it's
'cause
going
they
to be.
blew out so quickly. Yeah, interesting one.
Who's at home? It's Wynn Stadium, isn't it? So
No, it's
No, it's
Manly.
at-
It's
Brooksville.
It's at
Brookie?
Brooksville.
Ooh, that does sway me towards Manly. I'm going to go Manly because they're at home.
Yeah, I'm going Seagulls. I don't like the fact that they got like Leahy Hopawade at fullback. I think he's been playing good,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I just don't see
Well, he
it.
must be going good enough to keep cooler in the centres. You know?
I know,
like,
it's a bit wild.
They must be loving
I think
what
Cherry
they're
Evans
seeing.
will get him over the line. I'm going Manly just.
Cherry didn't play his best against who was it, Panthers, but he'll bounce back.
Few key matchups in that game. You got Hunt versus Cherry, Queensland veterans, but I'm more interested in the wingers.
Yes.
You got Tommy Talau taking on Zach Lomax on the wing.
Wow, the Surges Cup, you could call it.
It is. Yeah.
Who's going to score more tries?
I don't know, but it's a
That'd be a good battle.
rugby
That
league
would
love
be good.
triangle.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, yeah.
Jeez, and maybe winner gets Jess back or what?
No.
I don't know about that.
Or
I'm not
Talau's
going on
got her
record
locked
saying
up.
that.
I don't know about that. But no, credit to Talau. He's playing he's playing good footy.
Unreal.
Leading try scorer.
I couldn't believe when I checked that today. I said, wait, leading try scorer, and you look at
He's
his
on
last
11
games,
tries.
on fire.
Wow.
Yeah, he's playing very good. Very good.
It just goes to show that sometimes, like, just having a wing spot locked in a team just gives you guaranteed
But even
tries.
before that, he was playing centre and he was scoring at
yeah,
left centre.
yes, that's a good point.
Yeah, he's been good this year, Talau.
Good signing for Manly.
Very
Seagulls,
good.
yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, very solid. He wasn't starting at the start of the year, but then worked his way into the team. And then, hasn't looked back.
been solid. No, it
well
should be a
done,
good
Tommy.
game.
And the final game of the round, the Knights taking on the Panthers. I'd like to see an upset, but I don't see it coming with Edwards coming back for the Panthers.
I think Panthers will be
They're almost
strong.
full strength without Cleary.
Yeah. They're going to win 6 in a row versus Knights. We'll go on the riff.
Yeah,
the riff.
I'm going Panthers
Up the
as
riff.
well. So that's the round 15 tips done.
Beautiful.
Hopefully I can jump Jim this week and go back to number one.
Yeah.
I need to make some ground on you guys, so hopefully this is the week.
I've gone a few upsets, so this could be.
This could be the week to make some ground. Tryscorer Tryfecta, boys. Mick, do you want to start us off? Who are you picking?
Well, I'm going to steal your stat, whatever it was. I'm going Ronaldo Mulatalo.
Yeah, 18
to
tries
score.
in 15 games at Shark Park. That's
Yeah, I'll be
pretty
going
cracked.
Ronaldo.
Pretty cracked.
I'm going to go Dom Young. That Eels left edge was absolutely cooked last week.
I don't think I said the stat, but this one is in that favour. So the Roosters right winger has scored 12 tries in the last 7 games versus Eels.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's good.
And Dom Young, so surely he gets over.
Over Sevo, yeah.
I'm going big David Fafita. I don't care which half he's running at. He's going to run over
That's
him.
wild. He's not picked a winger for once.
Yeah.
Oh, pretty much winger odds. Fafita against Tigers. We saw what he did when Cody poked him. He just ran straight at Cody and ran over him.
How about off the kickoff?
No one could stop him. Yeah, off the kickoff. He found
ran
to
to
Cody
the
on the wing.
One of the last people
So-
to poke a bear for.
I don't know who's going to poke him. Maybe Seyfarth. He's a bit grubby. If Seyfarth
yeah.
pokes him, he's going to fucking unleash and score a try for us. Speaking of big boppers, fill up the fridge. So remember the rules, front rows only, so you can't pick for feeder.
Yep.
Who are you going?
I've actually found a bit of a loophole.
Who are you going?
going-
AFB?
Jackson Ford.
Oh, the partner in
He's
crime.
named at number 10.
Yeah.
That surprised me that they're leaving him front row and Barnett second row.
weird one.
Yeah.
Very weird
The
one.
Ford's just a workhorse, so
In the middle, yeah.
yeah. Hopefully hits a nice line off a forward.
I'm going to go Moses Leota, the motor.
Leota the motor. Why are you picking Leota?
He's just a beast.
He is a beast.
And
Hasn't
he's quick.
scored in a while.
And he's fast.
Yeah, good acceleration.
So that's why I'm picking him.
I'm gonna go Ruben Cotter. Don't know why. I just think maybe
Forward?
you can find like a little lazy forward there in the Raiders pack.
Cotter.
Because they're big boppers like Papali'i, Tarpany,
Yeah.
like Solo and stuff. Gula. I reckon he can just sneak through and duck under. I'm gonna go Ruben.
Yep.
Jimmy, do you want to take over? This is your segment, the listener questions.
I will take over, mate. Listener questions for this week. Here we go. At Joseph_Cariosi. Who has been the best, worst, or underrated buy of the season? Also, up the doggies.
Yes, up the doggies for sure.
Mate, doggies are on fire.
So I saw this question on the run sheet and I went back and looked at, remember at the start of the season, we did our predictions.
Yep.
So start of the year, Jimmy, you said Dom Young as your buy of the year or signing of the year. So
It's been pretty
he's
decent.
been pretty good. I
good.
wouldn't complain. I've actually gone Critter.
Probably
Wow.
the best
You've
signing of the year.
nailed it.
Close
so
to
far.
it, yeah. Like he's
Yeah.
been one of the best. Age went Herbie. I mean, injuries sort of prevented him, but he's still been
He's
good.
been
He's been very
So I don't
good.
think we've missed the mark in terms of
Yeah.
good players.
No.
So I can't, off the top of my head, best players. You got Jack White in there. You probably wouldn't
Yeah.
put him first, but he has been good for South.
Yeah.
Mate, it's got to be Critter. Off the top of my head.
Off the top of my head, we're probably missing someone
Oh, yeah.
big.
There's going to be someone else, but yeah, I think Critter's number one.
Talk about Tommy Talau. He's up there.
Tommy
Mate, Talau, mate.
Yeah.
Talau.
Who else is there? Is there like a forward?
Sean Blaw's been good for Melbourne.
Law, yeah.
He's been very good. I'm just trying to think of the good teams. You know, who's
Yeah,
up there.
who's going well right now? Like Sharks, who they get? They get anyone?
Nah.
Nah. Panthers. Like Alamotti's been good as a fill-in.
Alamoti's
He's
been
even
good.
kicking goals now.
Mate,
but
Dane Laurie.
Dane Laurie, he had a fucking game on the weekend.
Oh, mate.
344
Yeah, he had
run
a
meters or
fucking
something.
game.
Oh.
He had a game.
The Panthers' like system and depth are just crazy. Like anyone can come in and replicate the person before.
Eisenhuth for Dragons, good shout.
Yeah.
Yep, Tommy.
Workhorse, yeah.
But yeah, to put him
Cold
as best,
hero.
it's a big
How about
call.
worst?
Worst. That's tough. It's no, I'm not gonna say it.
No, we're not going to go into worse.
Worst is tough. If you're going worse, it's probably someone that hasn't played, been injured or something. So, like if you're just going off this year, someone like Flegler, unfortunately, didn't play the games they wanted him to, and they're probably going for a big price. But I wouldn't say
That's very
worst on
unfortunate.
performance.
He's,
Yeah,
he's might be career ending, which
Yeah,
is
that's
very
that's
sad.
so sad. I can't believe
Yeah.
it.
Crazy.
Nerve damage, yeah. Terrible.
Have you
And
got-
like one of the like he was probably a shoe-in for Origin as
who would
well.
have played?
100%.
Yeah.
That's why it's
Easily on the bench, yeah.
it must be really really bad for him not to come
poor
back or
Flex.
even entertain.
What
an
about
idea.
underrated boys? Has there been anyone?
I think we mentioned a few. Talau,
Yeah, underrated.
Eisenhuth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to think. Storm.
Blaw.
Law, yeah. Who else is there? Like
Knights,
Cowboys? Who'd you guys sign? Oh, Braden Burns was good.
McKaylee.
Underrated. McKaylee.
Knights with
Michaeli?
Kai Pierce-Paul. That's a bit
Kai
of an
Pierce-Paul's
underrated
been
one.
good,
He's
yeah.
been good on the edge
Yeah,
there, solid.
Peace Pool.
Yeah.
No, it's been heaps.
Yeah. Off the top of the head, yeah.
All right, next question at Reg Mason. What are your thoughts on Lachlan Galvin requesting an early release?
I think it's pretty alarming
I think
that
it's smoke and mirrors. I don't think he actually did.
it
Because there was
weird.
reports that said he said it after the game, but then
Yeah.
people were saying no, he didn't.
There were quotes saying like he said to his teammates he couldn't wait to get out of here after the game.
but then people were saying that it wasn't said. So I don't know. what's
Shane
going on.
Richardson did a interview with, I'm going to say Michael Carianis or Chamis, one of them. I
Yeah.
get mixed up, sorry. And basically,
Yeah.
Richardson was like, no, it's come from both sides, the player and the agent.
Well, the agent's Isaac Moses.
Exactly. So
Unless he's doing a dodgy and trying to get a better deal. which
Yeah.
is
Rumors
fair.
are Roosters Penrith, one of them comes knocking.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I'm not sure. I don't know if he's
It would be tough for a young kid going 9 in a row losses.
But at the end of the day, he's
He's
an
18.
18-year-old.
I
Like,
know, but that's and when
Yeah.
you're like the 5'8", there's a lot of pressure on you. No matter what club you're at, and 9 in a row losses, maybe he's like, I just want to get out of
but
here.
maybe that's the thing. It's like you've lost 9 in a row as a 5'8".
Yeah.
What have you?
Yeah.
Like, what warrants you requesting an early
Yeah.
release? What makes you better than the team essentially?
Yeah, I know.
That's why I'm like,
It's a tough one.
He's still got 2 years on his contract. So if you're the Tigers, Shane Richardson said we are not releasing him. So
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah,
That's the
that's
end of
fair.
it. And
Otherwise,
if,
the bus would definitely fall down the hill.
well, if Gavin doesn't
You
want
know?
to play, he's just going to lose 2 years of
Yeah.
his development. That's it.
Yeah,
And they're
exactly.
probably not paying him that
They've got
much
Dewey
either.
coming back soon, so he might take the 5'8" role.
And they got Luai coming in next year. So
Yeah.
it's not like
They
there's-
got Bud and
maybe-
Caesar there still, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe
Happy
Penrith.
halfback as well.
Maybe Penrith.
Maybe the Riff, yeah.
5'8".
5'8". Well, Cole's doing a great job at the moment.
Jack Cole's very good.
Fucking looks good player. He can find the right pass as
Yeah,
well.
he can.
And loves to run.
All right, next question at Corey Groos. If you're picking a World 13, who is your back 7?
So he's saying pick
7.
anyone you
Anyone
want.
in the world.
Yeah.
This is good because this opens up to the Kiwis like the Joey Manus.
How are we going to do positions at a time between us or
Or do you want to just go through your 1 to 7 each?
I don't know. Whatever.
Go
you
through
feel.
your 1 to 7.
Go
Mick.
through your 1-7, Mick.
I'm going Reece Walsh fullback. Wingers, I'm going To'o and Tommy Turbo. For my centers, I'm going Latrell Mitchell and Joey Manu.
Yep.
And my halves, I'm going Kalen Ponga and Nathan Cleary. So I put Kalen at
Ponga
5'8".
at 5'8". That's pretty rogue.
Ponga.
Over Munster?
I just want the most star-studded 7 I can find.
Over money.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay.
That's
I just
bold.
want because I think when you've got already that back line, someone like Ponga will just add final touches. Like let Cleary run the
Yeah.
ship. Ponga can just have the biggest fun of his life.
Interesting. Jimmy, who are you going?
I'm going to go Kalen Ponga at fullback, To'o and Turbo on the wings, Crichton and Manu in the centres, and Munster and Cleary in the halves.
Yeah, it's pretty solid. I'm going to go a bit similar. Reece Walsh fullback, To'o and Xavier Coates on the wing. That Coates was the one where I was tossing. I don't want Turbo. He'll probably get injured and the aliens will roll us. So I need someone that's in form, reliable, fast, can leap. I'm going Coates.
Wow.
Latrell Mitchell and Manu. Critter was also there, but I think Trell is just scary. He'd scare the shit out of anyone. And the halves, Munster and Cleary picks itself, I think.
Yeah.
The experience, runs on the board, 1 comps. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my 1 to 17.
Like it, mate.
Is
I
that
like
it? Is that all we've got for this episode?
That's all
That's
we
it,
have for
mate.
the episode.
wow.
So-
Any tips of the week? Any shows to watch, recommend on Netflix? Anything?
No, nothing.
Have you guys seen The Hitman?
I send Hitman. It's a
What do you reckon?
decent watch.
Yeah, worth a
I
watch.
probably wouldn't rewatch it. I'm started Money Heist. I'm like a season past
Money
in
Heist
that.
is good.
Money Heist is pretty addicting.
I just got I got a karaoke machine.
You got a karaoke
Wait,
machine.
what?
You just
Yeah.
come up with some random shit sometimes.
Hey,
You're
don't
rogue.
you?
Why'd you get a karaoke machine?
I don't know. It was just from work
How much?
for free.
They just said here's a
No, it was options. Like you could have got that, a speaker, or
How big is this machine?
a record player, and I chose a karaoke.
How big is it?
No, not that big. Like a little box, like it's a
and
speaker.
and it's just got like music already on there, and you
so
just
it's a
click it.
speaker, and it comes with mics. But then you've got to get like you just connect Bluetooth and
Right.
play music.
And then you sing through it. You've been
Yeah,
singing?
Mate, me and Katie, yeah, we had a crack
Yeah?
last night. It was good. It was good
Fuck,
fun.
just don't get Mick over. He'll play some Coldplay.
I'll play some
and-
Paradise
Mate,
for you,
fucking
Jim.
I'll bring it
burst
over.
this karaoke box.
I'll bring it
for you.
over one
Yeah,
day.
bring it for maybe one of the
Maybe
next
do
steps,
like
and we'll have
cast
a crack.
karaoke.
Yeah, maybe
There
cast
you go.
karaoke. But that's all from me, fellas.
That's all from me.
That's all from me. Have a good weekend, guys.
Catches.
See
See
ya.
you guys.